I'm going to be brief and I'm going to be to the point, so I try to pay attention. All right, what are text ads? Text ads are simply brief ads that are placed directly on cell phones. In Europe, they refer to them as mobile advertising. It's not as popular here in the United States as of yet, but it is very popular over in Europe, especially over in India, Asia, places like that. I just want to go over the numbers with you briefly so you have an idea of where the numbers are coming from so that you see that the numbers are actually realistic. Once we go over the numbers, then we'll actually get into the products or services that we're promoting and show you how you're actually going to make money. But starting off, starting small, you're going to want to send out probably 2,000 ads per day. The response rate on that when you send out 2,000 text ads is about 1%. And what I mean by response rate, that means that the people are actually responding, asking you for more information. That's not a conversion. So out of the 2,000 ads that you send out, you're going to have about 20 of those people actually go to your link, or they're going to ask for more information. They're going to respond by email, or they're going to give you a call, or whatever your call to action is that you ask them to do. Out of those 20 people, about 15% of those will actually take some action and convert. That's what we call a conversion. That's going to give you about 3 people per day. Out of 2,000, you send out 2,000, expect about 3 people to convert. It may be 2 some days, it may be 8 other days, but on average, you're going to be looking at about an 8 to a tenth, sometimes maybe 0.15 of 1%, which is extremely low, but we're using cold advertising, and that's just the truth of cold advertising. You can expect somewhere at about a tenth to an eighth of 1% to actually convert. Now you're asking now, how do I send out 2,000 text ads daily? Now, you can use my gateway for that. Of course, you're not going to be able to use your Android or your iPhone to send out that many ads. You're going to need to do this in a little bit an automated way, obviously. Let me go ahead and show you the platform for this. When you come on board, you're going to get a username and a password, and of course, you're going to need the URL. Let's see, where am I here? Let's delete all of this out. What is that? Did I get everything? And obviously, when you go to the URL, you're going to need a username and a password before you can go any further. I set up a demo account. Let's see if I remember the password correctly. And this is the screen you're going to come to. This will allow you to actually send out your text messages. As you see, I put 10,000 available credits. That's 10,000 messages. All right, this is on the SMS. That's just a basic text message. These go out at the rate of about one every 30 seconds. So we really don't want to use that. We're going to speed this up a little bit. We're going to use the MMS. So you want to go over to MMS. You're going to want to select your address book. I already have database put in there that you can select to use, which is basically area codes and prefix phone numbers. If you want to target a specific place, let's say Mexico or Canada or a different state around the United States, just simply send me an email and I'll go ahead and put that area code and that prefix in the system for you so you can select it. But you just go in the address book and you'll just simply select whatever area code. I'm just selecting a random. All of these contain 10,000 numbers. All right, when you come on board, you're going to be preset at 2,000 daily. So even if you select 10,000 numbers, at 2,000 it's going to cut off and then pick up the next day. All right, you're going to use the default message route. All right, on the MMS, there's no need to put a subject message in there. The subject never goes through. For your text, you simply copy and paste. That's all you're going to be doing in this business is copy and paste. You're going to have your ads already written out. Just select whatever ad you want. You can simply copy this little test ad. I'm using a test ad. Obviously, you're going to use the real ad. Or simply copy that and just go back over into the system and simply just paste the ad. That's it. Or if you wanted to attach pictures to your ads, you can attach pictures. I mean, this is MMS. You can't attach pictures on an SMS. That's why we use MMS for the most part. All right, simply stick your picture in there. You can stick more pictures in there, and you're going to want to send this a blind carbon copy. That way, everybody gets an individual copy instead of everybody having 10,000 other numbers. Or you may send out 50,000 in a day. You may send out 100,000. As you start making money, you want to scale up, and you're going to want to upgrade. And you may decide you want to send out millions of ads every day. But just starting off, you're going to want to start small to kind of test the waters, make sure everything is working, make sure you're actually making money, and everything is as we're explaining it to you. But let's go ahead and get out of that. I'm not going to send those messages because that actually will go out if I send that. So let's go ahead and cancel out of that. I just wanted to show you the gateway, so you actually see how you'll be able to send 2,000 text messages as opposed to trying to use your Android or your cell phone, which is not realistic. All right, now what is the cost? The industry standard is 3 cents per message. That's about what they charge over in Europe, and companies that are using mobile advertising here in the United States, they are charging about 3 cents per message. All right, if you're sending out 2,000 daily messages at 3 cents each, that's $60 daily, obviously, or $1,800 per month. In my opinion, that's kind of costly. Can you afford that? Of course, most of you are going to say no. I definitely could not afford that starting out. All right, so what we're going to do is for everyone that comes on board, we're going to start you off by giving you your first 10,000 ads free of charge. That way, you, like I said, you can test the waters. You can actually get some money started. Get some money in your pocket before you actually have to pay for anything. That way you just see that everything is working as we say it works. But after those 10,000 ads are gone, you're going to want to reorder ads. And the reorder cost, we're only charging $20 per 10,000 ads. I mean, which is pretty cheap. That's about .2 of a cent. I mean, that's definitely the lowest in the industry. And if you decide you want zero cost per ad, I can even show you how to set up your own gateway as I did. You'll have to buy the software, and then you'll be responsible for inputting your own list into a distribution list. You'll be responsible for your own do not call list and things of that nature. But you'll be able to send out 1,000,000 ads per day with zero cost. The only thing that costs you is just the cost of an Android phone or what we call a modem. Let's move on here. I want to keep this brief. All right, now let's go ahead and translate that into money, and then we'll move on to step 2. All right, now for the programs that we're using, they pay about $130 between the programs combined. And if you remember earlier, we're looking at about 3 conversions per day. So with the programs we're using at 3 conversions per day, it's going to give you about $390 in daily earnings. Now, if you're working 7 days per week, I mean, this is not something that you're going to be sitting down doing 30 minutes or an hour per day. As you saw earlier when I showed you the gateway, the only thing you're doing is copying an ad and pasting it over into the software and attaching a picture if that's what you want to do and press send. After that, your work is done until whatever the call of action is that if you ask someone to call and they call, then obviously you have to answer the phones. If you ask someone to send you an email, then once you check the email, of course, you're going to have to respond to the email manually. But you see, this will give you $2,730 in weekly realistic income. If you have never made this kind of money, that may seem like a lot, but in affiliate marketing, internet marketing, there are people making $1 million monthly doing the exact same thing. Now you're going to ask, what do I do? As I said earlier, only thing you're doing is you're playing copycat, and you're going to be following video instructions. You're going to be copying and pasting ads. Like I said, it takes less than 30 minutes daily to do this, just to send out emails where people respond. We're trying to stay away from website costs and website design. I've talked to hundreds of people that call in and have no clue of how to design a website or how to alter a website. So I'm trying to keep this simple, so the only thing you have to do is just send out emails and then talk to people on the telephone if that's what you want to do. We're not going to use autoresponders, and we're not going to set up any sales funnels. Or if you do want to set up an autoresponder and a sales funnel, if you have that type of knowledge, there are many companies out there that you can do that with. It may run $15, $20 per month to do that, but we're going to try to keep this as simple as possible. Are there any startup costs? Yes, the one program is going to cost you $2 to start. As you see, I'm giving you the ads absolutely free. $2 is about the cheapest thing that we could find to get started. There are a lot of stuff out there saying that it's free to start, but it's just hype. There's nothing really free out there where you can come in and start making money without putting some sort of expenditure into it, some sort of energy, unless you're clicking ads or answering surveys, for $1, a dollar an hour or something like that. It's going to take some money out of pocket. And then, of course, as you start making money, you want to upgrade, but for now, just starting out, we're trying to keep this cheap. We're not selling our courses worth $497. Well, at least we claim they're worth $497, but they're actually on sale today for $97. We're not doing that. But this is a business opportunity. It is not a job. So you're going to have some costs, and those costs are going to depend on what your ambitions are and how much money you want to make. But in any event, the costs are low. Like I say, $2. It may be $5 here, a dollar there, $3 here or there. The costs are going to be very low. But that's it for step 1. If you have the instructions in step 2, go ahead and do step 2. If not, email the person that I sent this over to you and get step 2. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks.